There he sits with a pen and a yellow pad. What a handsome lad, that's my boy. BRLFQ spells mom and dad. Well, that ain't too bad, 'cause that's my boy. Well, you can have your TV and your nightclubs, and you can have your drive-in picture show. I'll stay here with my little man near. We'll listen to the radio, biding my time and watching Scotty grow. Making a castle out of building blocks and a cardboard box, that's my boy. Mickey Mouse says it's 13 o'clock. Well, that's quite a shock, but that's my boy. In 4 short years I've gone from rags to riches, and What I did before that, I don't know. So let it rain on my window pane. I got my own rainbow, and we're sitting here shining, watching Scotty grow. Riding on Daddy's shoulders, off to bed. Old sleepyhead, that's my boy. Gotta have a drink of water and a story read. A teddy bear named Fred, that's my boy. What's that you say, Mama? Come on and keep your feet warm. Well, save me a place, I'll be there in a minute or so. I think I'll stay right here and say a little prayer before I go. Me and God are watching Scotty grow. Me and God are watching Scotty grow.
She comes down from Yellow Mountain on a dark flat land she rides. On a pony she named Wildfire, with the whirlwind by her side. On a cold Nebraska night, they say she died one winter when there came a killing frost, and the pony she named Wildfire busted down its stall. In a blizzard he was lost. She ran calling wildfire. She ran calling wildfire. She ran calling wildfire. By the dark of the moon, I planted, but there came an early snow. There's been a hoot owl howling by my window now for 6 nights in a row. She's coming for me, I know, and on wildfire we're both gonna go. We'll be riding wildfire. We'll be riding wildfire. We'll be riding wildfire.
soul, what I'm gonna say. Christmas Eve is coming soon, now you dear old man. Whisper what you bring to me, tell me if you can. When the clock is striking 12 and night sound asleep, down the chimney drawing back with your pack of free, all the stockings you will find hanging in a row. Mine will be the shortest one, you'll be sure to know.
Good night, my angel, time to close your eyes and save these questions for another day. I think I know what you've been asking me. I think you know what I've been trying to say. I promised I would never leave you, and you should always know, wherever you may go, no matter where you are, I never will be far away. Good night, my angel, now it's time to sleep, and still so many things I want to say. Remember all the songs you sang for me when we went sailing on an emerald bay. And like a boat out on the ocean, I'm rocking you to sleep. The water's dark and deep inside this ancient heart. You'll always be a part of me.
Somebody told me that her name was Jill. The do run, 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 the do run, run. Yes, my heart stood still. Yes, her name was Jill. And when I walked her home, the do run, 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 the do run, run. Knew what she was thinking when she caught my eye. The do run, 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 the do run, run. Looks so quiet, but my, oh my, the do run, 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 the do run, run. Yeah, she caught my eye. Yes, my, oh my. And when I walked her home, the do run, 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 the do run, run. She looks so fine. The do run, 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 the do run, run. Someday soon I'm gonna make her mine. The do run, 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 the do run, run. Yeah, she looks so fine. Yeah, I'm gonna make her mine. And when I walk to her home, the do run, 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 the do run, run. Do run, run, run. Do run, run, do run, 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 do run, run, do run, run, run. Do run, run, do run, 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 do run, run, do run, 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 do run, run, do run, 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 do run, run. You who are on the road must have a code that you can live by, and so become yourself, because the past is just a goodbye. Teach your children well, their father's hell did slowly go by, and feed them on your dreams, the one they picked, the one you know by. Don't you ever ask them why, if they told you you would cry, so just look at them and sigh.
Of tender years, can't know the fears that your elders shoulders grew wide, and so please help them with your youth. They see the truth before they can die.
Teach your parents well, their children's hell will slowly go by, and feed them on your dreams, the one they picked, the one you know by. Don't you ever ask them why, if they told you you would cry, so just look at them and sigh, and know they love you.
A child arrived just the other day. He came to the world in the usual way, but there were planes to catch and bills to pay. He learned to walk while I was away, and he was talking for I knew it. And as he grew, he'd say, I'm gonna be like you, Dad. You know I'm gonna be like you. And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, little boy blue and the man on the moon. When you're coming home, Dad, I don't know when, but we'll get together then. You know we'll have a good time then. My son turned 10 just the other day. He said, thanks for the ball, Dad, come on, let's play. Can you teach me to throw? I said, not today, I got a lot to do. He said, that's okay, and he walked away, but his smile never dimmed. Said, I'm gonna be like him, yeah, you know I'm gonna be like him. And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, the little boy blue and the man on the moon. When you're coming home, Dad, I don't know when, but we'll get together then. You know we'll have a good time then. Well, he came from college just the other day. So much like a man, I just had to say, son, I'm proud of you. Can you sit for a while? He shook his head and he said with a smile, what I'd really like, Dad, is to borrow the car keys. See you later, can I have them, please? And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, little boy blue and the man on the moon. When you're coming home, son, I don't know when, but we'll get together then, Dad. You know we'll have a good time then. I've long since retired, my son's moved away. I called him up just the other day. I said, I'd like to see you if you don't mind. He said, I'd love to, Dad, if I can find the time. You see, my new job's a hassle and the kids are the flu, but it's sure nice talking to you, Dad. It's been sure nice talking to you. And as I hung up the phone, it occurred to me, he'd grown up just like me. My boy was just like me. And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, little boy blue and the man on the moon. When you're coming home, son, I don't know when, but we'll get together then, Dad. We're gonna have a good time then.
parachute. Jump so high, jump so high. Then it lightly touched down. Middleman a cell in New Orleans he was. Down and out. He looked to me to be the eyes of age. As he spoke right out, he talked of life, talked of life. He laughed, slapped his leg a step. Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, dance. Said his name Bojangles and he danced the lick. Crossed the cell, grabbed his pants, a better stance, and jumped so high. Clicked his heels, he let go a laugh, let go a laugh. Shook back his clothes all around.
You got to stop and smell the roses. You got to count your many blessings every day. You're gonna find the way to heaven is a rough and rocky road if you don't stop and smell the roses along the way. Hey, mister, where you going in such a hurry? Well, don't you think it's time you realized there's a whole lot more to life than work and worry? The sweetest things in life are free and they're right before your eyes. But you got to stop and smell the roses. You got to count your many blessings every day. You're gonna find the way to heaven is a rough and rocky road if you don't stop and smell the roses along the way. Before you went to work this morning in the city, did you spend some time with your family? Did you kiss your wife and tell her that she's pretty? Did you take your children to your breast and love them tenderly? You got to stop and smell the roses. You got to count your many blessings every day. You're gonna find the way to heaven is a rough and rocky road if you don't stop and smell the roses along the way. Did you ever take a walk through the forest? Stop and dream a while among the trees. Why, you can look up through the leaves right straight to heaven. And you can almost hear the voice of God in each and every breeze. But you got to stop and smell the roses. You got to count your many blessings every day. You're gonna find the way to heaven is a rough and rocky road if you don't stop and smell the roses along the way. Oh, you got to stop and smell the roses. You got to count your many blessings every day. You're gonna find the way to heaven is a rough and rocky road if you don't stop
I've been lately thinking about my life's time, all the things I've done, how it's been. And I can't help believing in my own mind. I know I'm gonna hate to see it end. I've seen a lot of sunshine, slept out in the rain, spent a night or two all on my own. And I've known my lady's pleasures, had myself some friends, spent a time or two in my own home. And I have to say it now, it's been a good life all in all. It's really fine to have a chance to hang around and lie there by the fire, watch the evening tide while all my friends and my old lady sit and pass the pipe around. Talk of poems and prayers and promises, things that we believe in, how sweet it is to love someone, how right it is to care, how long it's been since yesterday. What about tomorrow? What about our dreams and all the memories we share? Days they pass so quickly now, nights are seldom long, and time around me whispers when it's cold. The changes somehow frighten me, still I have to smile. It turns me on to think of growing old. Though my life's been good to me, there's still so much to do, so many things my mind has never known. I'd like to raise a family, I'd like to sail away, dance.
Girl, you'll be a woman soon. Love you so much, can't count all the ways I'd die for you, girl, and all they can say is, he's not your kind. They never get tired of putting me down, and I never know when I come around what I'm gonna find. Don't let them make up your mind. Don't you know, girl, take my hand, girl, you'll be a woman soon, soon, you'll need a man. I've been misunderstood for all of my life, but with the same girl just cuts like a knife. The boy's no good. Chance they'll end it for sure. Sure they won. Baby, I've done all I could. It's up to you, girl. You'll be a woman soon. Please, come take my hand.
choice to sit it out or dance. I hope you dance. I hope you dance. I hope you never fear those mountains in the distance. Never settle for the path of least resistance. Living might mean taking chances, but they're worth taking. Loving might be a mistake, but it's worth making. Don't let some helping heart leave you bitter. When you come close to selling out, reconsider. Give the heavens above more than just a passing glance. And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance.
Is a willing constant motion. Always
I hope you dance.
so long.
I hope
Tell
you
me
dance.
wants to look back on their years and
I
wonder
hope you
where those years have gone.
I hope you still feel small when you stand beside the ocean. Whenever one door closes, I hope one more opens. Promise me that you'll give faith a fighting chance. And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance, dance. I hope you dance. I hope you dance.
Is a willing constant motion.
I hope you dance.
So long.
I hope you dance.
Wants to look back on their years and
I hope
where
you dance.
years have gone.
Are you going to Scarborough Fair? Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Remember me to one who lives there. She once was a true love of mine. Tell her to make me a kind of red shirt, a deep forest green. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme of sparrow on snow-crested cloud, without no seam nor needs and echoes the child of romance. She'll be a true love of sleeps unaware of a cloudy and calm. Tell her to find me a acre of land, a sprinkling of leaves. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and Tasha's the bright with solitude between the salt water and sunset strands and polishes of fan. She'll be a true love of mine. Tell her to reap it in a sickle, billows blazing in scarlet battalion. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and Charles born of the soldiers to
of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow.
The whispers in the morning of lovers sleeping tight are rolling by like thunder now, as I look in your eyes. I hold on to your body and feel each move you make. Your voice is warm and tender, a love that I could not forsake, 'cause I'm your lady and you are my man. Whenever you reach for me,
Look at the two of you dancing that way, lost in the moment and each other's face. So much in love, you're alone in this place, like there's nobody else in the world. I was enough for her not long ago. I was her number one, she told me so, and she still means the world to me, just so you know. So be careful when you hold my girl. Time changes everything, life must go on. I'm not gonna stand in your way. I loved her first, I held her first, and a place in my heart will always be hers. From the first breath she breathed, when she first smiled at me, I knew the love of a father runs deep. And I prayed that she'd find you someday, but it's still hard to give her away. I loved her first. How could that beautiful woman with you be the same freckle-faced kid that I knew, one that I read all those fairy tales to, and tucked into bed all those nights? And I knew the first time I saw you with her, it was only a matter of time. I loved her first, I held her first, and a place in my heart will always be hers. From the first breath she breathed, when she first smiled at me, I knew the love of a father runs deep. And I prayed that she'd find you someday, but it's still hard to give her away. I loved her first. From the first breath she breathed, when she first smiled at me, I knew the love of a father runs deep. Someday you might know what I'm going through, when a miracle smiles up at you.
And in your eyes, I see ribbons of color. I see us inside of each other. I feel my unconscious merge with yours, and I hear a voice say, what's his is hers. I'm falling into you. This dream could come true. So close your eyes and let me kiss you. And while you sleep, I will miss you. I'm falling into you. This dream could come true, and it feels so good. Falling into you, falling like a leaf, falling like a star, finding all belief, falling where you are, falling into you, falling into you, falling into you.
Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens. Bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens. Brown paper packages tied up with string. These are a few of my favorite things.
Cream-colored ponies
And crisp apple strudel,
doorbell
and sleigh bells, and schnitzel with noodle, wild geese that fly with the moon on their wing. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad. Girls in white dresses
with blue satin sashes,
snowflakes
that stay on my nose and eyelashes.
silver white winters that melt into spring. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad.
as I let you go. Gonna tell you how much I love you, though you think you already know. I remember I thought you looked like an angel wrapped in pink, so soft and warm. You've had me wrapped around your finger since the day you were born. You're beautiful, baby, from the outside in. Chase your dreams, but always know the road that'll lead you home again. Go on, take on this old world, but to me, you know you'll always be my little girl. When you were in trouble, that crooked little smile could melt my heart of stone. Now look at you, I've turned around and you've almost grown. Sometimes you're asleep, I whisper I love you in the moonlight at your door. As I walk away, I hear you say, Daddy, love you more. You're beautiful, baby, from the outside in. Chase your dreams, but always know the road that'll lead you home again. Go on, take on this whole world, but to me, you know you'll always be my little girl. Someday some boy will come and ask me for your hand, but I won't say yes to him unless I know he's the half that makes you whole. He has a poet's soul and the heart of a man's man. I know he'll say that he's in love, but between you and me, he won't be good enough. You're beautiful, baby, from the outside in. Chase your dreams, but always know the road that'll lead you home again. Go on, take on this old world, but to me, you know you'll always be my little girl.
Now the seats are all empty. Let the roadies take the stage, pack it up and tear it down. They're the first to come and the last to leave, working for that minimum wage. They'll set it up in another town. Tonight the people were so fine, they waited there in line, and when they got up on their feet, they made the show. And that was sweet, but I can hear the sound of slamming doors and folding chairs, and that's a sound they'll never know. I roll them cases out and us down and get him up them ramps. 'Cause when it comes to moving me, you know you guys are the champs. But when that last guitar's been packed away, you know that I still wanna play. So just make sure you got it all set to go before you come from my piano. But the band's on the bus and they're waiting to go. We gotta drive all night and do the show in Chicago or Detroit. I don't know. We do so many shows in a row, and these towns all look the same. We just pass the time in the hotel rooms and wander around backstage till those lights come up and we hear that crowd and we remember why we came. Now we got country and western on the bus, R&B. We got disco and 8-tracks and cassettes and stereo. And we got rural scenes and magazines, and we got truckers on CB, and we got Richard Pryor on the video. We got time to think of the ones we love while the miles roll away. The only time that seems too short is the time that we get to play. People, you've got the power over what we do. You can sit there and wait, or you can pull us through. Come along, sing the song. You know that you can't go wrong. 'Cause when that morning sun comes beating down, you're gonna wake up in your town. But we'll be scheduled to appear 1,000 miles away from here. People stay just a little bit longer. We wanna play just a